Numbers are climbing. Welcome, everyone. All right, guys, welcome. Welcome to the American Heritage Virtual College Fair. As you guys start trickling in, I just want to go over a few things. First, how do you ask a question? There's a Q&A button that you could type your questions in to the presenters at any time. So you don't have to wait. You can go ahead and click on the Q&A and ask questions. Your camera and microphone are off, so you are muted and your video is off, so we cannot see or hear you. So the only way to communicate is in the Q&A. Sign up for more sessions after this. There are 2 more sessions. You can sign up for the other sessions. And the recording will be available to you guys after this. So you can take notes, but you will have this recorded session for you. Okay, and you are registered right now. This is session A1. We have Eckerd College, New College of Florida, Rollins College, UCF, USF, and University of Tampa in that order. And each presenter will go over 6 minutes and give you some information on their school. So welcome. We are going to go ahead and start with Eckerd.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for choosing to come to this presentation with some amazing Florida colleges and universities. So grateful for the opportunity to visit while we were not able to visit you in person this year. So I will try my best to keep it to 6 minutes. I have a timer going over to my right. So if you see me glancing over there, that's what I'm trying to do. So anyhow, again, thank you and welcome. I hope that your school year is off to a very safe and healthy start. This is Eckerd College from above. We're not too far from you guys. We're just on the other coast. We're on the west coast of Florida, about 20 minutes outside of Tampa. So Eckerd has 188 acres located in South St. Petersburg. We encourage you to visit. We actually are hosting on-campus visits, a very limited capacity, 3 tours a day with 3 families maximum with a golf cart. So they are outdoors and student-led, and we encourage you to check our visit calendar out and sign up for those. If you're not able to get to the other side of the state, we have plenty of virtual opportunities, including an open house this Sunday that we hope you will join. So what I want to try to impress upon you today is what makes Eckerd unique. Again, we've got some phenomenal schools in Florida. So how do you know which one is right for you? So what makes Eckerd unique is that we are made up of almost every state in the nation and 41 countries, and we only have 1,850 students, all undergraduates. Most of our students are living on campus all 4 years, and on average, they travel about 1,000 miles to call Eckerd home. Normally, a college student might travel 250 miles, and they're very likely the only ones coming from their high school to Eckerd that year. So what that means for you coming from Florida to a Florida college just on the other coast is that you will be meeting students from all over the country and all over the world and making some really formative friendships. Eckerd offers a program called Autumn Term, and this is our 3-week academic orientation hybrid opportunity for first-year students to move on campus 3 weeks prior to the start of fall classes. So you're taking 1 class every day on an intensive basis, and every day from 9 to noon, and then in the afternoons, you're taking different orientation opportunities. So these could be field trips through St. Petersburg. This could be learning how to check out a kayak from our waterfront, or just where's the health center. So that way, by the time that fall hits and all of the upperclassmen students have returned to campus, you don't feel lost and you know where your resources are. Here's a selection of our areas of study. These are also all listed on our website. If you see an asterisk, then those are available only as minors at this time. Some of our most popular majors include marine science, animal studies, business, and environmental studies. We have 1.5 miles of our own private beach, while we're only located about 3 miles away from St. Pete Beach. Our students do take advantage of our beautiful stretch of land that we're afforded. This picture, obviously pre-COVID, now our students are masked up and keeping their distance, but you will note the fluffy friend. We are also pet-friendly campus. So for my students who are interested in bringing a dog or a cat or something else to campus, you may do so with certain guidelines. We just ask that you wait 1 semester. To apply, we are a Common App school. We have early action, which is a non-binding admission plan until November 15th, during which time we're waiving the fee. After that, we go to rolling admission, space available basis. We are test optional for the next 2 years. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the colleges that changed lives, I encourage you to check it out. It's a wonderful consortium of 40 colleges that are just doing things a little bit differently. So for Eckerd, one of the things that sets us apart is our dedication to faculty mentoring. Students are assigned a faculty mentor at the time that you arrive to campus, and you have a faculty mentor and a student mentor until the day that you graduate. But again, I like to end with this quote just because we do have a beach, we do have a lovely slice of paradise down here in St. Petersburg, but don't be fooled. A lot of strenuous academics happening, and we will expect a lot from you as a student. All right, that is it from me. Hopefully I kept it to a good amount of time for everybody.
Yeah, that was perfect. Thank you. We'll have now New College.
Hi, my name is Janan Pedanti. I'm an admissions coordinator at New College of Florida. I'm also an alum. I graduated in 2017. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about New College of Florida. We are a public liberal arts college. We're located in Sarasota, Florida. Like Eckerd, we are a 4-year residential college. So we do expect most of our students do live on campus for all 4 years. But that has changed recently, especially with the development of COVID. A lot of our students are now remote or studying from home. We have about 110 acres of land, so we're right on the Gulf of Mexico. The Sarasota Bay is a great place to do marine studies. We have one of the longest running populations in the Sarasota Bay of dolphins. And we are a very small college too. We are Florida's designated honors college, but we are a public college. So we have around 700 students. So our students get a lot of personalized attention from their professors and from their academic advisors. One of the things that makes us very unique at New College is our newly integrated career building and academic curriculum. So not only are students paired with an academic advisor from day one, they're also paired with a career coach from day one. So your career coach is going to help you find internship opportunities, help you prepare for career down the road, how to build a resume, how to do an interview. They have a extensive database of internship and job opportunities for you. You will meet with them monthly, just like you would with your academic advisor. And all of those programs are very well integrated into the curriculum as well. So it's not like you're going to a just general career coach, you have your own personalized career coach too. So not only are we teaching you in the classroom, we're teaching you for outside of the classroom too, for your next steps after college, and to get those hands-on learning experiences at college as well. Because we are so small, you have a lot of opportunities to individualize your own education too. You get to know your professors very well. That leads to mentorships, that leads to collaborating on research with them as well. Our average class size is around 12 students. So whereas most universities, those big general lectures are around 100, 200 students, our big class sizes are around 30 students. So you never get lost in the crowd, and you always can approach your professor and ask for help. And that's a very unique thing about New College, is your ability to form those long-lasting bonds with not only your students and peers, but your professors as well. And we do offer a lot of financial aid opportunities in New College. About 96% of our students earn some form of financial aid. We have what we call our scholarship guarantee, which doubles as part of your application for admission. So as long as you apply and get all of your application materials in on time by the deadline, you are eligible from anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a year. And that is based on your GPA, those scholarships are. And even though we are a small campus, we are a very engaged community. We have over 80 clubs and organizations on campus. While we may not be a large sports school that plays against other colleges, we do have lots of student-led sports. One of our newest sports that was built at New College was we have a student-led row team. So that's very exciting for us. We also have a sail club because we are in the Sarasota Bay. It's a beautiful place to kayak. It's a beautiful place to sail. And it's just a beautiful place to learn. Like I said, we are a liberal arts college. So most of our areas of concentrations or majors fall under 3 umbrella categories, and those are the humanities, the social sciences, and the sciences. And here's a little sample of some of the areas of concentrations that we do offer at New College. Some of those big ones are going to be our psychology programs, our anthropology programs, and our marine biology programs. We have wonderful facilities for that, and we have lots of connections within the area as well for internships. And then here's a little about our cost of attendance. Like I said, we do offer that scholarship guarantee. For our in-state residents, the tuition and fees are going to be around $7,000. Room and board is going to be around $10,000, and books and other expenses is going to be around $4,500. So that's a very reasonable cost for, you know, the amount of attention and personalized learning experiences you get at New College, whereas you wouldn't get those other than at a private institution. So you get those here, but at the cost of a public tuition. And we offer lots of other independent scholarship opportunities as well. So we have scholarships in STEM, we have scholarships in leadership, and we have scholarships in writing as well. Our application for admissions opened in August. It opened August 1st. You can complete your application through the Common App, or you can complete your application through an application on our website, which is the New College application. We are still requiring our students to submit either an SAT or an ACT score, but our essays and letter of recommendation are optional this year, and there is no fee to apply. So it is a very streamlined, easy process to apply to New College right now. Well, that is the end of my presentation there. So I'm gonna pause here and I will let.
Right on time, thank you.
Oh, perfect.
I was just gonna give you a warning. So now we have Rollins College, please.
All right, hi guys. Thanks so much for tuning in again today. My name's Christina and I am your admission counselor for Rollins College. So we are located in Winter Park, Orlando, Florida. So not too far from you guys down south, but far enough away maybe to get that experience where you're on your own. We are a private institution, a College of Liberal Arts. We were founded in 1885. Our biggest goal as a liberal arts institution is to have our students graduate being a well-rounded student. We want you to be able to feel prepared to take on whatever it is you hope to pursue when you graduate. We want our students to be critical thinkers, the ability to read and write, to communicate effectively. All of these skills that employers are finding to be very important as you go on into the workforce, as well as into, potentially graduate school or volunteer programs. Being located in Winter Park, we have so many great access to lots of ways for our students to engage in both fun and cultural activities, as well as study spaces, all within a walking distance of campus. This is an image here of campus with our Lake Virginia abutting us on one side. And so we definitely are very fortunate to have that. In terms of who makes up our student body, we are quite small, just over 2,000 students. 50% are coming from Florida, 40% out of state, and 10% international, representing over 60 different nations. So it's very important for us that our students feel integrated, that they feel that they are in a community space. And so we are also a residential college. And so students live on campus their first 3 years, and then they have the opportunity to either remain or move off in their senior year. In terms of our small, number of students, that does then reflect in the number of our average class sizes. So we do have an average of 17. We offer over 60 different academic programs, some of the most popular ones including biology and marine biology, psychology, and business, which includes international business, business management, and social entrepreneurship. We do also offer an accelerated program with our Graduate School of Business that is on the same campus. And that is a 5-year program where you'd receive both your BA and your MBA within those 5 years. We also have our students, participating in class. It's a very discussion-based course sort of setup. Our professors are the ones who teach our courses, so you're being taught by the experts. You really have the opportunity to engage and get to know your faculty, not just in the classroom, but also outside of it. That then does permeate into opportunities outside of the classroom. We know that you're gonna continue learning in all sorts of spaces. That does not just happen in the physical classroom. And so that's sort of what we build our own educational system on, is that we understand so many different ways you are going to learn, you're going to participate both on campus and off campus. In terms of student orgs on campus, very involved, over 120. So students have access to a lot of different ways to pursue their hobbies, especially for such a small school. We are Division II for our athletics, if you are thinking about playing at the varsity level. Studying abroad is also very popular at Rollins. And so we have our students who study abroad over 60 different programs all around the world. About 77% of our students do go abroad as well. And so that's part of our mission statement at Rollins, wanting our students to be global citizens. And so any aid you receive to attend Rollins goes with you. So it's the same price to be in Australia for the semester as it would have been to stay at Rollins. Our students then also engage, like I said, in activities outside of campus. Orlando is just 15 minutes. And so that not only presents a number of ways to have fun, lots of theater options, lots of athletic options. There are tons of restaurants. We're quite a foodie city. And then of course the internship opportunities and job opportunities are fantastic. Now I'll talk about our admission profile. There's 3 ways you can apply: the common application, the coalition, or the Rollins institutional app. You just pick one and apply through that, whatever is most convenient for you. We do take a holistic review. So we look at everything you submit to us. We are also test score optional. We have been since 2008. So it's not a new way for us to look at your application. It does not hurt your application in any way, and you are still eligible for merit scholarship. You can see our ranges here though for SAT and ACT if you do plan to submit scores. Our average unweighted academic core class GPA is about a 3.4. There's the essay section, which is my favorite as a counselor because this is where you get to speak in your voice. And so I always also recommend that you have at least 1 to 2 people proofread because it does a writing sample. Also feel free to please list all of your involvement. At Rollins, our students are very engaged, and it's a great way for us to see if we think you'd make a good fit. We only require 1 letter of recommendation from your guidance or college counselor. You're welcome to submit more, and there is no application fee to apply to Rollins. For some details about deadlines, we offer both early decision and regular decision. Do know that early decision is not early action. And so that does mean if we accept you under early decision, you will attend Rollins and you'll withdraw applications elsewhere. There are some benefits to that, including you have your notification early, as well as receiving priority for course scheduling in your first semester. I always recommend trying to apply by November 15th, regardless, just because it's also our priority scholarship deadline. Our final deadline is February 1st. And then just some quick details about our financial aid. We do have our own partial merit scholarships that range from 10 to 30,000, as well as having Florida, we accept Florida prepaid, Florida Bright Futures, and the EASE grant. And that's it for me.
Thank you so much. And now on to UCF, please.
So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining us for this presentation. My name is Kiana Machado. I serve as a Senior Assistant Director for Undergraduate Admissions here at UCF. Now, UCF is one of the largest universities in the nation, the largest here in Florida. We have about 70,000 students. However, our size does allow us to provide our students various opportunities, ranging from the academics to clubs, organizations, career and internship opportunities. As far as academics, we do offer over 90 undergraduate degree programs that range from the sciences, performing arts, humanities. If you can name it, we like likely have it for you at UCF, or we definitely have a way to get you into that career field. We are also recognized nationally as a best value university and one of the most innovative schools by US News and World Report. We're also very big on research. We are a large research institution and have about $130 million available in research funding. And we also have a large first generation population. About 1 in 4 of our UCF Knights is the first in their families to attend a college or university. And though we do have a large student body size, we're able to maintain an average class size of just about 28 students. Now at UCF, it is not required of any student, even as a freshman, to live on campus, but it is definitely highly encouraged. Right now, we do have about 11 residential neighborhoods that you can choose from and over 20 living learning communities. That's where we have students together based upon areas of interest, majors, or minors. As far as student life, we definitely want to make sure you are engaged with your campus community. So we do have over 650 clubs and organizations for you to choose from. These range from social to academic to honor societies. So as far as social, you definitely will find your Greek life here on campus, but we have other fun organizations like a chocolate lovers club, napping club, Quidditch from Harry Potter. If you're interested in athletics here at UCF, we are an NCAA Division I institution. And we also have very fun traditions on our campus for our students. The one that we are most known for and has been named one of the best college traditions in the US is Spirit Splash. So if you see my virtual background here, Spirit Splash is the one day of the year that you can go into our reflecting pond without being charged for trespassing. I'm not sure why it's moving, I'm sorry about that, without being charged for trespassing. And here we do have a visual, one of our Spirit Splash events. So as you can see, it's a very fun overall event that we have for our UCF Knights. And above all, we do want to ensure your academic success at the university. So we do have support resources in place for our students. We have our Student Academic Resource Center. They provide free peer tutoring for some of the most rigorous courses on our campus. And then we also have our math and writing labs that can assist you if you have a paper coming up or if you are struggling in math. We do provide these services to our UCF Knights. Now, as far as applying to the university, we are a member of the Common App, so you are welcome to apply through there, but we do also have our UCF online application, and we have no preference as to which one you submit to us. There will be a $30 application fee, but we do accept waivers. So if you have an SAT, ACT, NACAP waiver, you can send that information to us via email, and we'll go ahead and use that to process the application. And then we did launch this semester our UCF Spark form. That's the self-provided academic record for Knights. So if you've used the SAR or you've heard of it, it's the same exact concept, where you're now asking that you self-report your high school course history and grades. But the Spark form is limited to UCF. So we would require that you submit that directly to us. So we are not a part of the SAR at this point in time. And then we do still require official SAT or ACT test scores. That is a big question that we're getting. And trust me when I say we understand the challenges to testing at this point, but the Florida Board of Governors that oversees all 12 public universities in Florida does still mandate that we request these test scores from you. And the application essay is completely optional, but definitely encouraged, especially at this year, for us to be able to learn more about you beyond the academic credentials. Now, some of our most frequently asked questions, I've already addressed the test optional one. And then here we have our deadlines, but we do encourage you to apply early. The ideal time is September to November of the senior year. So right around this time frame, you should be getting us your applications, your Spark form, your test scores if available. And if not, you are still encouraged to at least apply to the university, get us application, your Spark form, and then provide us with the test scores as these become available. There is no cutoff date or a deadline that we have at this point by which we'll stop accepting these test scores from you. And then we don't have any minimums, but here we do have our mid-ranges to give you a sense of what's typically competitive. But also be mindful, these are fall numbers. When you're applying to UCF for summer or fall 2021, if you're a senior, We are only comparing you to your peers, so your fellow summer and fall 2021 applicants. And then we do offer merit scholarships to incoming freshman students. It is automatic consideration once we've offered you admission to the university. And it's another reason to apply early, because typically by mid to late December of that senior year, we don't have as much funding remaining. And I am not sure if is someone else controlling this by chance? Or
Yes, that is your 10-second warning.
Oh, perfect. So sorry about that. So yes, apply early. And if you have any questions, please ask or reach out to us, and go Knights.
Thank you so much. And for University of South Florida is next.
Okay, is it going?
There you go. We hear you. We see
Okay.
the screen shuffling.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Devin Hill. I'm one of two of the South Florida regional recruiters at University of South Florida. So I'm just going to jump right into the presentation. So the University of South Florida, we were founded in 1956. Overall, we have an overall enrollment of over 50,000 students and over 37,000 undergraduate students, with the student to faculty ratio of 21:1. Also, we are located in 3 different campuses, which is our Tampa campus, our St. Petersburg, and also our Sarasota Manatee campus. We are very big on diversity at USF. Over 41% of our USF students are from diverse backgrounds, and also students represent all 50 states and over 145 different countries. So here you can take a look at all the different colleges presented at USF. We have our College of Arts and Science, Newman College of Business, with some of our top programs being our College of Nursing, our psychology program, our education, health sciences, and also our engineering program is a big program. I know that's kind of big at American Heritage as well. So if you have any additional questions, you can ask me about that towards the end. Like I said, we are 3 different campuses: our Tampa campus, our St. Petersburg campus, and our Sarasota Manatee campus. Our Tampa campus is our largest campus, with our St. Petersburg campus and our Sarasota Manatee campus being much smaller. We do offer residential dorms at the Tampa and St. Petersburg campus, and we will be offering dorms at the Sarasota Manatee campus within the next year or 2. And also, it's not required for the freshmen to live on campus, but you can live on campus, and you are able to have a car on campus. It's a lot of questions students ask. At USF, we are a preeminent university, meaning we also receive funds for research opportunities. And we also give those opportunities to students as early as their freshman year. If you look at the freshman profile, you can see here, this is kind of a 50% profile. It's not our requirements, but you can see here also with our retention rate and our graduation rate, and also our FUSE program, which is a program we have with the Florida State Colleges, where students will attend a Florida State College and then transfer into USF after they receive their AA degree. We also have our Judy Jen Schaff Honors College. This is an automatic, we have automatic admissions criteria of a 4.0, 1370 on the SAT and 30 on the ACT. Students do not, if you do not meet the criteria, you can apply, and the dates are listed. We do have our 7-year accelerated BS to MD program that you have to start within your first semester. And then we also have our 3+3 accelerated bachelor's program with Stetson College of Law. Basically, if you attend our Sarasota Manatee campus, you have automatic admissions into Stetson College, which is one of the top law schools in Florida. Then we also offer scholarships and also the living learning community, which I will discuss down the line. On top of being academically inclined at USF, we do give you opportunity to participate on the campus. We have over 700 different clubs and organizations, NCAA Division I athletic sports. We also have intramural sports as well. We have special events on campus. We also have a Publix on campus as well, which is very convenient for our students. And then we also offer our week of welcome, which is at the beginning of the fall and the spring semesters. Kind of our admissions overview, we have 4 easy steps, kind of similar to the other schools. You can apply online. You can apply the usf.edu/admissions website, or you can go to the Common App or the Coalition app. After that, you want to submit your $30 application fee, or you can submit an application fee waiver via email, or you can upload that to your application. After that, you want to submit your official high school transcript, which you can receive from your school, and also submitting your test scores as well. Also, we do require the test scores. I know it's kind of hard for students to be testing, but if you can, we encourage students to try your best to get in the test and just submit it to USF, because we do still require those. We do not require essays or letters of recommendations or resumes, but if anything changed, that will be presented on our website. The evaluation process, when we look at your GPA, we're going to be looking at your academic core courses only. If you have any honors, that'll give you a half a point towards your GPA. If you have any AP, IB, or ACE or dual enrollment courses with a C or better, that can give you 1 point towards your GPA. Test scores, like I said, we do accept both ACT and SAT, and we do super score those. So you want to send all of your scores to us, and then we will combine those into one score. Okay, this is kind of the freshman profile for our fall 2020 and summer 2020. Also, students, please keep in mind that if you apply for the fall term, you can be placed in the summer if you meet those requirements, and you will have to start in that summer term. Also, if you apply for the summer and you meet the fall, you can be placed in the fall. But the thing with that is, if you do meet both requirements, then you have an option on selecting your start term, because you do meet both requirements. If you have any additional questions, like I said, again, you can ask me about that. That's kind of confusing for students sometimes. Just the recommendations: apply early. Make sure you monitor your Oasis account after you submit your application, because you will receive your login information. Also submit request information. If you would like to submit your change your major, you can submit those forms. Also, we encourage you to, like I just said, to take both the ACT and the SAT as well. This is kind of our scholarship information. We do give out merit-based scholarships, so this is automatically awarded to you. And this is something you will see on your admissions letter. So we do have different levels: our presidential, gold, directors, and our scholars award. And this is stackable on top of any other scholarships or financial aid you receive. So if you receive a Pell Grant, Bright Futures, Florida Prepaid, this will stack on top of any other money you receive. And then also, we are giving out virtual tours. The virtual tours are available. And we also give out live virtual tours on Friday. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to our admissions email, which is admissions@usf.edu. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now we have University of Tampa.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now with you all and get started. So my name is Veronica, and I am the admissions counselor for the University of Tampa. We're going to jump right in, and I'm going to give you some background on UT. So UT is a medium-sized institution, roughly 9,600 students, not too big, not too small. You're constantly seeing familiar faces and some new faces as well. We are private, so it is the same cost for in-state and out-of-state, and we're independent, so we don't have a religious affiliation. If you have been on our campus, hopefully you've gotten this sense, but we really get to experience the best of both worlds on our campus. We have the separation from the downtown, but at the same time, great access. So we have a very tight-knit, self-contained campus community with no major city streets running through it, but then just the bridge across, the pedestrian bridge, is what gives us our students access to the downtown. So in the Tampa area, there's so much for you to explore and do as a student. I really see it as an extension of our campus. So if you are a sports fan, we are home to the Tampa Bay Bucks. We're home to the Rays and the newly crowned Stanley Cup champions. So oftentimes students will get discounted tickets to these events and transportation over there as well. Then we also have this waterfront park where my cursor is over. This is directly across from our campus. They'll host concerts and different events, Oktoberfest, a winter village. So students can take advantage of free events directly across from campus. And this river walk in the bottom middle picture where students can bike, jog, rollerblade, and hop on and off and access different points downtown. So there's a lot to do in the Tampa Bay area. We have students from Massachusetts to Madagascar, so all 50 states represented, over 130 different countries. We have a very diverse student body, and the average student studies about 1,000 miles away from home. So coming from Florida, it's a little bit unique because you get to experience almost an out-of-state experience at the University of Tampa, since we have such a diverse student body coming from all over the nation and the globe. So switching gears here real quick, in terms of academics, our class sizes are about 22 students a class with a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you're really getting a personalized academic experience. You're not in a big lecture hall. The professors know your name. They know when you're in class. They know when you're not in class. And they're very accessible. So they will have office hours for you to go and seek out additional assistance. And they're a great resource when it comes to potentially locking down an internship or a job later on. So at UT, we really like to emphasize learning by doing, and I can only scratch the surface right now in this limited window of time, but we focus on hands-on experiential education. So for instance, we have a financial trading room for students to take advantage of, nursing labs on campus, a marine science field station with 4 vessels, so students will go out, collect samples, do research, and bring that back to the wet and dry labs, and all sorts of different collaborative spaces on campus that make it conducive to learning by doing. So going along with that, in terms of internship opportunities, they're plentiful at UT. Since we have that great access to the downtown, we have a lot of amazing partnerships and a career service office on site that will host fairs and resume review days, drop-in sessions, all that good stuff, so you're feeling confident and prepared to take that next step. We are an NCAA Division II school, and we're part of the Sunshine State Conference. So if you're an athlete, I would definitely recommend filling out a recruiting form, getting in touch with the coaches. And if not, you can always swipe your ID card and get into the games for free. And then in terms of on-campus living, I definitely encourage students to live on campus. I had a great experience as a student myself living on campus for 3 years. Our freshman residence halls are set up in a similar fashion with no community bathrooms and Jack and Jill style bathrooms instead. You'll have an RA, study rooms, and housekeeping to come and maintain that once a week. Then once you're an upperclassman, we offer apartment style options. So you'll have an individual bedroom, common living area, and kitchen. Ooh, let me move this out of the way. So right now we are in early action 1. All of our deadlines are non-binding and we are rolling admissions. So if you apply anytime between now and November 15th, you should hear an official response from the university by December 15th. So just keep that timeline in mind. You can find us on the Common app, the Coalition app, or UT application. All of those are perfectly acceptable. And then this is also a really great aerial view of campus. I just like to point out so you can get a gauge for where our campus lies and where we are in relation to the river. So we are test optional for the terms fall and spring of 2022 and fall of 2021. So instead, what we will ask from you is your official high school transcript, essay, and at least 1 letter of recommendation, but you do not need to send us your test scores, and they will not hold any weight in the admissions decision. So we also offer merit-based awards. These are very generous awards for freshmen that range between $4,000 to $18,000. You're automatically considered at the time of your application, and they're renewable each year as long as you maintain the GPA requirements. So really generous awards that you're automatically considered for. And lastly, I'm just going to leave you with our social media handles. It's a great way to stay connected, learn about different virtual events that we'll be hosting, such as open houses and departmental info sessions if you want to hear more about a specific area of study. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and feel free to ask any questions in the Q&A.
That was great. It was right on your cue. Perfect. Thank you so much. This was such a great information session, guys. Now for students, you can ask questions. The Q&A button is on the bottom. You could just type them in because we cannot hear you, we cannot see you. Please feel free to ask general questions or even specific questions for specific colleges. While we're waiting for some questions to come in, I'd like to actually ask, I know UCF mentioned Spirit Splash, but I wanted to see if any other admission reps wanted to mention any cool traditions or fun activities they have on campus that they wanted to share.
I can mention one. We have Fox Day, which happens in the spring. It's definitely one that students look forward to. We actually never know when it's going to happen because the president decides when he wakes up that it's just a day too beautiful for classes. And so everything is canceled. So students have the opportunity to go to the beaches. Any homework assignments or tests that were going to happen that day have been postponed. And then campus comes back together in the evening for a campus barbecue. So that's a great stress relief in the springtime for our students.
We need to do that at Heritage. I like it.
Oh, I like that. I think one of my favorites at New College, especially as a student, is we had cardboard regattas, which happen yearly. Our students get together on the bayfront and build cardboard boats, and then they try to make it all the way out to the buoy and back. And whoever makes it back gets a award. Usually they don't stay together.
Very cool. Anyone else have any other ones they want to share? Okay, I do
One
have
of the question. Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no,
Devin, go ahead.
oh, no, I was just going to mention we have our bull market. That's every Wednesday. Students come out and we have like sometimes it'd be like a farmer's market. It could be, just different businesses coming out, sharing different things. So we do that every Wednesday. So that's kind of a fun thing for students.
Very cool. I think one of the questions we had is the GPA requirements that you guys mentioned. Are they weighted or unweighted?
For Rollins, it's unweighted.
So for UCF, our GPA is going to be the recalculation that's only based on the academic core and also given the additional weight for the more rigorous courses.
And that's the same for USF. We'll be recalculating your GPA. We recalculated your GPA with none of your core courses.
One of the questions for Tampa is how many kids live on campus?
So that was answered privately, but about 60% of our student body lives on campus.
Thank you. And for USF, what is the average tuition? Was that answered?
You're on mute, Devin.
Sorry, 6,700. That is the average tuition.
Okay.
For UCF, USF, and Rollins, how is your dance program?
Our dance program is very big at USF. We do have an audition. You have to apply to the university, get accepted to the university first, and then you also have to set up an audition for the dance program. But it's a very, very popular program. Very good program, highly recommended.
The same for UCF. It does require a separate audition process beyond just general admission to the university. It's really working with our athletics department. So it's a great program. They also do offer on occasion scholarships to their students.
At Rollins, it's offered as a minor as well as then a group that you can do as just a hobby and not as like an academic course. There's no audition required to do it as a minor. You would start at the level that you are at in terms of what sort of dance you are doing. And then they perform at all sorts of events, our basketball games. The dance team is very involved with our basketball games in particular, but they are really great and have a lot of school spirit at our different events.
I think this is a great question. They're asking, does GPA count more than the SATs? I think for the test optional schools, it would be yes. But for the
Absolutely.
state schools, did the state schools want to mention anything about this one way more than the other?
Yeah, absolutely. For us, GPA does weigh heavier in the admissions process. We do take a holistic approach to looking at our students. We do look at everything, but this year for applying for applications, it used to be GPA and standardized tests, but this year it is only GPA. So GPA weighs a lot heavier than the standardized test scores for New College of Florida.
Now for UCF, we are of course still looking at both. However, we are doing a holistic review of the application file, which is why we are strongly encouraging students to supply as much information as possible when they apply. So that means the application essay, put in your extracurricular information, any awards, recognitions that you may have, and all of that will be factored into the decision. And just as with USF, if you apply for fall, you get that automatic consideration for summer and the following spring as well, both of which are not as competitive as the fall semester.
And maybe one of the state universities answer the question about the financial aid process, application process.
Sure. So New College is a public university. Our financial aid scholarship application is tied to the application for admission. So for our scholarship guarantee, as long as you complete that application, get it in by the deadline with all of your materials, you are considered in that financial aid scholarship process. We also have separate scholarships, but for the freshman guarantee, it is considered with the application for admission.
Thank you. Someone asked about sports management. Does anyone just want to raise your hand if you have sports management as a major? So I only see University of Tampa.
Have it as a master's degree.
Okay. Master's for USF as well.
Yeah, they're asking about UCF and the hospitality program. Is it UCF or are there other schools that offer hospitality programs?
So we do have our Rollins College of Hospitality. They're located off of International Drive, so near Disney, Universal, the major theme parks, to give our students that easy access to internship opportunities in the area. And we actually do have an over 90% job placement rate amongst our hospitality graduates at the university. And our Rollins College is ranked top 5 in the world for hospitality as well.
Great, thank you. The only other question I see that we didn't answer was they asked about the dorm at USF. I don't know if that's a cost question or just asking what the dorms are like for USF.
Yeah, I think it's the cost, but you're looking at a range from $9,000 to $14,000, just depending on the type of dorm you select.
Okay, I got one more question, I think, because we got to end after that, which is the nursing programs. USF, this one says specifically USF and UCF, but I would like to say, how many of you actually have nursing programs? So University of Tampa has a nursing program as well. And they just asked, how is the nursing program for USF and UCF?
So for UCF, our nursing program is a limited access degree, so it's not direct entry. You do have to apply separately to gain admission into the College of Nursing. And if you're coming to UCF as a freshman, you're typically applying to nursing during that second semester, sophomore year at the university. It's competitive to get into, but a very strong program. You, of course, get the hands-on clinical experience at our local partner hospitals, and we do have an over 90% passing rate on the state certification exam.
The exact same thing. Is very at USF, same thing. Very competitive program. We get over like thousands. We get thousands of applications on accepting 400 students per term. You have to be admitted into the university first, and then actually be admitted to the nursing program. But it is one of our top programs on at our school. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. We are out of time, guys. These are wonderful questions. You can always reach out to the admissions representative individually at the school. And like I said, this will be recorded. Thank you so much to the attendees for coming. And thank you so much to our panelists for taking the time to talk about your wonderful schools and programs. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.